Right, here we are. Let's get into things. And we're still in inducement phase. So Aim and O all have no inducements. And here comes the Sev Star. He has 175 and a 335 in the bank, although he'll be saving that for redraft, so don't expect him to dip into it too much. Then we're going Bomber and Bias. Oh, this is cheeky. Alright, Bomber Dribbble's not into Nurgle. It's always a bit sketch because if you're playing a Bombardier, you always want him. You want him throwing quick passes and short passes. Anything more than that, it tends to get a bit too unlucky, on a bit too dicey. So we're not taking him to foul with because we've got a dirty player and a sneaky git on the two separate pieces. So taking him against Nurgle is definitely a choice. It looks like we're going for the artillery setup. Amino did win the toss and decided to attack into the bomber straight up, take the poison. Sometimes if it's raining, you might choose to defend first, but at the same time, these are a lot of orcs, and there's a lot of defensive skill on them, so you might not get the 3 removals needed to force the bomber off the pitch early. There's no bribe noted. He went for the biased ref instead of a bribe, purely because he wanted, he wanted bomber as well. Bribe would have been over the top in terms of money. Felt it was more efficient to have a KO +1 or a cheerleader for kickoff rolls, and then the slightly better odds on the send-off roll makes it a 5-up to save the piece when you argue the call, as opposed to a 6-up. But it still turns you over, I think. If I remember that correctly, it does still turn you over. So it's an interesting situation where sometimes you don't, especially if you're playing goblins and you have 3 bribes. When do you bribe first, and when do you argue the call? Because an argue the call will always turn you over, whereas I don't think a bribe does. I want to say a bribe keeps him on the pitch. Maybe misremembering. We're playing too many dwarves. Anyway, we're going for a anti-2-turn sort of look. No safety boats. We are straight up playing to win and cover the length of the pitch. And trust Sebstar to hit the time bank in his setup phase at turn 1. It's a long game, boys. Settle in. Get comfortable. Because if we're using our full 2 minutes on the setup phase of turn 1, it's going to be a long one. Alright, what do we field here? Who do we keep out? I imagine we just keep out the spare rotters. Now, this is the star of the show, Shireen, Dolor, Demuelas. They are movement 8, agi 2+. Did I pronounce that right? Dolor de Muelas. I don't know. Amano's probably cringing if he rolls this back. But anyway, movement 2+, agi 1+. Sorry, 2 movement ups and then agi up means that it's 8, 3, 2, and then 4+ passing. They are Blood, Sure Hands on the skills, and a legend. One of the best legends in Rebbl, I dare to say. A lot of SPP on this guy, because a lot of this is stat up. This is a long, old 4-season team, and it's becoming a playoff regular. Every year they come back, every season they come back, and you think surely redraft's done enough to keep them down, but they just don't stay down, because they just win their games. They keep this piece, they win their games, they keep a killer, and they keep the good bloater or 2, and they let the rest go and start again. And it turns out that these 4 pieces are enough to build a team around. And when by the time they get to playoffs, you know, they're starting to get enough randoms. They keep good randoms, and they've got a lot of good skills on the other pieces. And that's all he's needed to get to this point. Anyway, oh, big raid. That's not a good sign if you're a Goblin fan, the fact that I'm already getting raided by Puppet Justice. Hello, everybody. You're here just in time for kickoff. No, I don't know what happened in the Puppet Justice game, but it didn't go to overtime, I'll tell you that much. And it looks like we got a quick snap? Perfect defense? Some sort of kickoff event. Anyway, we're going to move around a bit. Get a little bit closer to the orcs. And there's a quick snap. Kick is serviceable. Although it is to the other side of where all the beef is. We're going to get straight into it with some blocking. And We're not going to maximize blocks against this much guard because we quickly run into trouble. We're just going to push them into this wide zone the best we can. Although I say that, we go for the rotter punch here, trying to isolate the troll. Linen Weight is definitely the weak link because he doesn't have block. And Claw exists. So Marcus is getting to work. First block of the day. And gets a stun on the troll to open their account. Hey Puppet, how was the cast with Metal? I saw you were really loud. Sorry, you were really quiet. And then you turned yourself up a load. And then you were too loud. And I was like, oh, I'm just making things worse. So I went to watch the football for a bit. Here comes the blitz. We're going after the chump. And the chump is okay. Not wanting to get... So we don't have Juggernaut on this guy. So we didn't want to get stuck against the wall of death. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and into here. And this is where we're going to set up camp for the drive. We only need to get to about here in 7 turns. We're already here. We can go at a leisurely pace if we're aiming out. And just let the removal train work. The only downside for this Nuggle team is that there's no dirty player. So it's going to get... Is this dirty player or tackle? I always get it mixed up. I think it's tackle. Yeah, it is. Do we have a dirty player? No, we have another tackle one. But we'll set up like this. So I'm trying to get around to saying there's not going to be much fouling from the Nurgle. Unless it's with this guy. We have a token strip ball rotter as well. Unfortunately, we do have sure hands. We've fielded the thrower. I believe because we have leader, so that's why Seb wanted the thrower. Anyway, around we go. Target the rotter with Mighty Blow. And we do just that. Get a knockdown. Just a Seb star. Again, no break. And now what is the £1 million question? Taking the blitz, taking our Mighty Blow punch. And how do we set up? It looks like it's going to be the guard wall. There's not much stand firm on the Orc team. They're not quite incredible. Like, these guys probably need 1 more level each to get stand firm. And they are getting close to it. 9 and 11 SPP respectively. They're slowly working their way up to getting to there. And the thrower drops back. We want to keep our leader reroll for as long as possible. Bomber's not got anything to go for, so I doubt he'll be activated this turn. I'll probably just stand up and pass. Because when Bomber goes down, he goes down for a while. You can't stand up and throw on the same turn, on the same activation. So if he fails his throw and knocks himself over, he does have to waste a turn starting up again. We're going to eat it anyway. We roll a 4 when we really needed a 3 and we break the line. But nothing too... I think if we'd knocked down Dieter, we might have had something exciting, but not quite. But the Bomber was good. Rolled a 4 on a short... Found a short pass into the spot. And got a couple extra knockdowns. But nothing piercing yet. The ball is going to be well deep. They're not going to get themselves into trouble that way. I doubt it. Not for a while. So we'll leave it like this. Troll will stand up next turn, maybe. And there's no frenzy, so we can hang out with Sevstar over here. Sir Sevstar, sorry. Hang out with him here, and there's no surf threat. Especially when all our pieces are over towards this place here. Over towards... Oh my god, I've been watching too much Valorant streams. They have such bad grammar, and I've been picking it up by osmosis. It's terrible. Again, we target the chump. Coach Will is not the fool. He's the first on the chopping block. It's the easiest target. Eventually, they will roll the 8 required to break his armor. And then who knows? Slowly pressing on, marking the thrower. Giving up an extra hit. With the goal to tag Bomber Dribble Snot. We're going after him. We got the arrowhead formation here. Sending it deep for the dribble. We do have to think about a phage here. Because sometimes he does just roll a 6 on his blitz. If Amino... Yeah, he's staying well back. He's counting his squares. He makes sure that he's not in range of this. And as long as this is the case, these guys are 9 squares apart, you don't have to worry too much about your right hand side if you're Amino. You don't have to spend too much thinking about the overload here, because you can see it coming. this guy can't get too far, and then you just surround them and beat them up. The bloaters are strong enough to hold off the rest for a couple of turns while you knock them down and remove them. I believe this is Juggernaut. No, it's Grab, sorry. I keep getting those mixed up. Take a cheeky rush to back up Joffrey. And Troll does stand up straight away, right? So this is the setup. I'm saying if you want to engage and take this block with the thrower, that leaves him open to some sort of blitz next turn, because our guys are right here to provide the guard, and we will just send in the strength 4 blitz. Both downs all around. And the more, this is a really nice little line of bloater here, because eventually foul appearance does trigger. Eventually it will, and when it does, it starts to get frustrating for Seb, because it will just leave the player in punching range. See where he blitzes. Looks like we went for some sort of Hail Mary. Oh no, we went into this pocket here, and did we reroll that? No, we threw it. Short pass. Oh, we were in Disturbing Presence, but we managed to get it anyway. And the bomb does nothing. Yeah, so that's why we ran these two up here, because it puts Bomber into 2 Disturbing Presence zones, and his throw gets a lot harder. They pulled it off this time, but it was inaccurate. So I'll have to think about moving the Bombardier or pushing these two back. I suspect moving Bombardier will be easier to do. And you can start to see how Amen's planning to do this drive. You have the big wall of Disturbing Presence that forces the bomber further and further away. If he puts the bomber in the sideline, we go to the other sideline, or we fight the bomber, and we can stay a good 9 squares different. So Sebstar can always disregard it though, because because wildly inaccurate, you can still throw forwards with wildly inaccurate. So unless you roll an actual 1, the foul appearance will just randomize the Bombardier. It won't eliminate his threat completely. The only way to do that is killing him or knocking him down. One of the two. Anyway, we're going to take our shot here. We did leave it on, but we do have a backup killer waiting in the wings. That's why we can get this guy nice and close to the front line. If he dies, we have another one. If he doesn't die, neutral. If they want to 9 him, that's a free Claw Mighty Blow hit to go with the Claw Mighty Blow hit from Marcus, and all of a sudden the orcs might start disappearing. Oh, we have some analysis from the Bombardier expert here. You set the bomber up deep in the middle, you can't get within 3, and you can take out the Nurgle front line with the bomber to open a blitz. Ah, so you reckon like back here. I don't think Sebstar has that tech, because he doesn't normally play with a Bombardier. I think he's the overdog a lot of the time. This might be one of the few times he's actually been an underdog with orcs and been able to play with the bomber instead of against him. I do think that having good practice with the bombing characters is like really important in Blood Bowl 3, because they're both solid. Bombardier is Dribblesnot is actually busted, and you can get him easy. It's 50k. A lot of the games there will be Bombardier, so you need to get good at them. Boosh. Another stun. That was Claw breaking the armor. Oh, we get another break here. Another stun. And we're making a channel. We even secure an extra 2-die block with it. Now this will be the one that mercs. This will be the neck injury. Yeah, the random 1-die hit from the. Actually, no, he doesn't have guard. Yeah, the random 2-die hit. He does knock down. Be very scared if it was Sebstar. He's dear to his younger brother. Could lay down some pain. Probably not though, right? Rolled a 7. Needed a 10. So that is 1, 2, 3 orcs on the floor. Tried to make it 4, wasn't good enough. We will just push. And we've sacrificed Norman. The block wrestle is standing on linen weight. And that's a risky block that you don't want to throw to the end of your turn if you're Sebstar. I keep hesitating when I say his name. No spoilers, we'll see which performs better. Hey T-Self. Yeah, it's Presence makes it a bit weird. But wildly inaccurate is your saving grace, as it is for the piece in general, but wildly inaccurate, and it makes the Nurgle matchup not abysmal. Yeah, we got the umbrella, as I like to call it. You have the umbrella set up, keeping the rainy day away, and then you have the nice firm handle in your hand. All good. Yeah, he's very deep in the pocket here with Sharim, and Blood Bowl 2 Nurgle teams couldn't get away with this. But they did have Claw Palm on like 3 pieces, so that was the exchange. But yeah, I pity the... Okay, right, hear me out. I'm really tempted to reroll Nurgle. I'm so tempted, because I played Nurgle in Blood Bowl 2. I just love... I guess I'm a masochist, but I'd be so down. I need someone to talk me out of it. We are going to get a knockdown, though, on Pulgar. Oh, these guys are all called Dieter? Oh, Marcus. Anton, Marcus, Dieter, and Valha. I feel like is Too Ugly to Be Blocked a reference like a TV show? Does anyone know the truth? Is there like a Spanish TV show or a Portuguese TV show? Not sure. Alright, we are going after the rotters. Eventually they will break if we hit them hard enough and long enough. And we've targeted this one because he's only next to the rookie bloater. So there's not going to be a Claw Mighty Blow punish. And we do get our first injury of the day for the Orcs. 11v10. And the ball's back here, so this is now an 11v9 on the front line. It's a little spooky. Now what we can do, if we wanted to, is we could chain push. Oh no, we can't. Yeah, we can. If we wanted to put our goat here, depends what this piece does. If this piece stays out the way, we can put the goat here, and then chain push Marcus to punch Bombardier. The only thing is Marcus has no tackle. We could go for the throw or the Bombardier. Anyway, we failed this dodge, and Zesta has to think about this. He lets it go, stuns it. Sometimes you reroll that to secure the safety of these 2 pieces. But now this chain push line is definitely on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might see a blitz with yeah, I'd maybe blitz back across with this Pestigore, and that lets the Rotter stand here, and then we chain push, and then we take a follow-up punch. We're not doing that. We're going to go with Marcus to push him into the blender. Oh, was there a surf here, guys? There might have been a surf if we took him outside. Oh, there's something there. It's a lot of investment is the problem. It might leave the middle too weak. We're going to break with the Rotter, though. Oh, just imagine if that knocked him out. But dude, I would have been looking at this surf line for the next 2 minutes and then probably deciding it's not worth it. We've cleared the lane for a big Mighty Blow Claw Blitz, though. The question is, I think we go for Bombardier. We're not worried about this guy going off the pitch. Yeah, the ball's coming up. We're going after the Goblin. With Chuck is out. These names are making me hesitate so bad. I don't know how actual commentators do it. Like being able to say all the names like fluently. I'll put the Rotter in for a cube as well. We get a 6. Bomb is hitting the deck. It's a Mighty Blow hit. And he's fine. No worries. Roll a 4. He's a tough old boot. But the main thing is, he's not going to be able to punch next turn. That's the big deal. These all stand pat. And we don't have enough. We don't have to a weird 1 die, so we don't take it. We didn't want this guy to eat a Mighty Blow hit for no reason. We assume they're going to punch Shakizat back with our Mighty Blow Biggin. But there is a line. Coat Guy can just walk onto the ball for a 1 die punch. And we have tackle. So this has probably been overlooked a little bit. Just a simple 3-2. We could even get rid of this Rotter to make it a 2-2. Should we desire, and that is what we're going to go for. And that is all that'll be a rare shot on Sharim. He doesn't take many hits on offense. But he's exposed here. It will be a Mighty Blow punch on an armor 9+ piece. We do clear the Rotter out. Sandune does the job. Oh, good old, I remember Sandine. That's the name I recognize. We're thinking about taking a both down, and we do. Just to keep the rotter engaged. We don't want to give this guy a free out if he stays on his feet, but he doesn't stay on his feet. He's going to eat a boxcar block by Sebstar's namesake. Down he goes. And this is turning into a problem. He might not even take the ball here. We might even just stand up and swamp these two pieces. And there's a reroll gone. Now the sack gets a bit iffy because we're probably not putting a second reroll in the turn towards it. We might just see a blitz. Oh. Okay, maybe not. I was thinking if he pushes up here, and then we see a blitz on the bottom corner. Maybe onto this Wrestle Rotter with our Mighty Blow. We secure another 2-die block. Foul appearance not proccing yet. And it's going to be another Nurgle piece on the floor. So Sebstar, the Orcs doing Orc things. And even Linenwaite's getting in on the act. Norman Plague is taking a Mighty Blow punch. And he follows. Commits the troll downfield. I don't know about that one. But I suppose we're moving excess anyway. So he's committed either way. No teammate in sight. He's just going to take this rotter out of the equation for the draw. And it does sort of force you to go down the line here. You don't know, no one wants to swing back into a strength 5 piece, even if he's just standing there menacingly and not really that much of a threat. It's the vibes of the thing. Now we're going for the ball. We're not. Yeah, we're going to wrap up these two and blitz from underneath. Maybe onto the killer. No, we're going to secure the front. And we take a shot. Another boxcar hit. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nurgle pieces on the floor. And this is not a gettable block, realistically, unless we stand. We'd have to jam in here. And we have Phage to think about if we're aim and O. So it's going to be a very interesting turn. I think there'll be some time bank here. I'm trying to think what I'd do. Sounds like this guy straight away. I'd be scared to even stand up in case he needed him for something important. Because this is not... Sir. Okay, I mean, no, what's the big idea? We do find this block. We wanted to get this all out of the way. We follow, we do. Right. So this is just one dice because these are both strength 4. And it's, I imagine we're stand up blitz here, but there's a guard in the way. We stand up. The 2 guard here makes the stand up blitz very difficult. I suppose we go on to Sebstar's namesake. Yeah, no, we blitz. Okay, we are going to come back. All right. I think this is probably the only line, but we wanted 9. Thank goodness for Juggernaut, eh? We don't need Juggernaut. We're going for damage. We want the knockdown. And we get a rewarded. A seriously hurt Biggin. Get out of here. And we'll just stand up and mark the troll. If that, we might even just let it go. But the problem is Coach Wheel and XS can activate him. So where can the ball be safe? I think this line is the danger line. As long as we're not fully replication. Oh, we're okay, we're doing something different. It's turn 5. We've decided, no, we're going to step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good there, unless we want to start cutting corners. And this is a screen, believe it or not. This is a screen. And we're going to try and walk away from the pain. Turn over. Alright. So we're going to pivot. The good boys, the best pieces, they are the crux of the pivot. And the goal for the rest of the team is just to try and keep Orcs in this right-hand sideline. And we are going to start with a chain push. Doesn't quite free up. Okay, guy. Sorry, says Sebstar. So we might just be getting Sand Dune 1 square closer, maybe? No, we get Bomber 1 square deeper. And seriously hurt another rotter. What's the bench looking like? It's been cleared. So anything that goes out now will leave Amino down players permanently. In exchange, we've lost 1 guard. 2 rotters. So I think Amino won't be... It's even at the moment. I don't think Amino will be too sad. So far with the damage, there's a lot more Blood Bowl left to play. And Bomber can activate. So we're back in range. Most importantly, we've pushed him outside of the Disturbing Presence. Disturbing Presence range. So this will be a much better bomb throw in terms of odds. And we're leaving Coach Wheel unactivated. In case it's a hero bomb down here. Oh no, we're not. Okay. I was going to say the 2-die block is too tempting to ignore. We can actually just run in. It's downside. Base up the cage. And in comes XS. This is a tackle hit with 2 dice on the ball carrier. And gets rewarded. So this F-Star punches through. The pivot was not good enough. The cage was based. And the ball carrier is knocked out. That's a big turn up if you're a Big O fan. Rotter can't be the miracle. And Linen Weight, after all, the follow-up was clutch. Steps in and clears the ball with the last activation. Bomber not needed. And it's all coming up Orcs. Because the Sure Hands is on the bench. And Bomber's standing here. He's tagging up Walher, earning his keep. Gonna take a punch here. That's a 1-die pow. And it rains, it pours if you're a Nuggle fan, but they did mark the kid, leave the screen in contact with Coach Wheel. And Sebstar found a way. He uses all the time bank, but he's making it work. Here we go, the blow to... Okay, it was a rush. I thought it was a dodge for a second there. We needed the assist and we get pushes. I don't know. I don't think that was what we wanted. We ideally wanted a knockdown. And we don't even get Bomber down. Oh, this is turning into a rough turn. So we're going to have to get up and blitz. And walk away as well. This is going to be the last reroll you suspect for the half. And we need this guy to die. He only gets pushed and it is looking really dodgy. Zepstar's going to try and get it to 1-0. Linaway almost caught it. That was close. He thought about catching it. But he couldn't quite hold on. But this is prime real estate now, this follow-up turn. Nothing got done. Oh, it's scary. There's not a lot of tackle zones inhibiting the Orcs anymore. It's turned into a free-for-all. And the Orcs are winning it. They got some free pieces. The thrower can come in and pick up. Sand Dune Earthshifter is going to probably swoop in on the ball. We're going to line up for a 3-star hit, a 3-dice hit, sorry, from big old Linen Weight. You'd love to see it. No hesitation. Okay, maybe some hesitation from Linen Weight. We're going elsewhere. Okay, we're going to take our 2-die blocks. I would run in and pick up right here, right now. To be honest, it's the most important role. And the rest of it's looking pretty decent. Well, you know, I'm not worried about the bloater coming back too much. Are these guys stuck? This guy's down. There's not much left. Two, 3, 4. The Sand Dune. That's very big troll activation coming up. Dodge is activated, but we have tackle. So this is a mighty blow hit on the big man himself. No dice this time. And the Orcs go marching on. Three, 4. We can stand here. And then that red ring does not mean he's activated. That just marks him out as a big guy. This linen weight can take a block. We're going to go for the ball. Big 1 in 9 roll here. We get it on the first try and we stand here to make it very difficult for Norman to do anything. And in comes the hit. 3rd dice was needed because we get our POW. And Ugbar is fine, no breaks. So the Nurgle will have a chance. You know, it's still a game on our hands here. That's what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. We're gonna line up a cheeky bomber 2-die? No way, right? Surely we run him off. Not before we take another hit on a blazer though. The hits keep piling in. And at some point there might be an armor break here. I'm a savant. He's self-commenting, we are on an inevitable train ride to Orc Mirror Super Bowl final. Would be a very sad, you know, a sad statement on the league if we're in an Orc Mirror. But they are very good. Okay, we get one back. Even if it's just the Bombardier, that's 2 SVP on one. Oh, there we go. Consolation prize, maybe. And we roll a 1 instantly. This is supposed to be the agile 2+ killer that can cut corners and do cheeky things, but can't even get away from a troll on a 2+. He's like my pro elf lineman, this guy. And it's going to be a very free walk-in off of that down. And honestly, it's quite scary because this should be a monster foul. This line orc's going to be putting the boot in. I'd be blitzing to get an extra assist. And going in. We don't do that though, we just block. See, this is what I would do. I'd blitz here because I know that I'm breaking armor and it would be tilting if they see that I blitzed, assuming I break armor and then knock out the piece. But anyway, we've got 1 assist here. We've only got 2 assists, sadly. Oh no, we can blitz this off. We can blitz with him. Nah, because he's marked there. Alright, it might end up just being a 1 assist foul. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that was... Okay, we're going to blitz this guy and bring him around, I think. Dodge running into tackle once again. This is the downside. The dodge is a double, adding to the team value, which gave him bomber plus a fire stref, but it's not done anything at all so far, at least in the first half. And when Nurgle attack and then don't score, it gets very easy for the opponent because you know that it's only going to be a 0-0 draw at worst, unless something atrocious happens. So it gives you a lot of freedom. Alright, we're going to maximize our punches as opposed to going to a foul, which I'm a little bit disappointed by as a commentator. But 1 assist is better than no assists, I suppose. Coach will come in and drop the boot. Linaway optimizing positioning here, maybe trying to block the ref's line of sight. And in comes the pain. No break. Just a 7. Ah, it feels disappointing. If we'd have gone for max assists, that 7 would have been enough to break armor, and then we'd be doing some real damage to the team. And what can Amino do? He'll most likely try and do another get up and 2+ roll. And maybe instead he'll go over like this. Yeah, here we go. Can he make the 2+, chat? He does. We go after another big one. We're going to try and get rid of the big ones and worry about the rest later. We kill one. Alright, we got a game on our hands. Absolutely. I think you have to do you let this go? Because it's not a badly hurt. He might still stay out. Do you want to use your Apo on that? It's hard. It's a hard call. I probably would let him die. In the playoff situation, you tend to save it for badly hurts. Why did that roster just randomly stand up? Oh, because of Plague Ridden. We got a new piece. Yeah, honestly, it's good. It's fixing our player disadvantage, 1 kill at a time. And that's why Nurgle's fun. We get a 1-die push to round it off. On the good, the big in, the Sir Sebstar big in. So 1-0. 1-0 to Amino. Sorry, Sebstar. 1-0 on the death counter to Amino. So for some people, that's a real Nurgle win. To get a murder. And most importantly for Amino, he'll get another... Oh no, he won't get another turn. What am I talking about? I was supposed to say he'll get an extra round of LOS blocks, but of course he won't. He'll be signed up for punishment from here on out. And this ongoing battle throughout the course of the first half. And Ugba holds on, doesn't get knocked out. And can we find a 3-die blitz to end up? Well, we've already taken a 2-die blitz, so Sebstar's happy to risk some dice. He's got 2 rerolls in the bank. So he's banking, he's just trusting he's not going to dub skull. Quad skull even, which is a fair assumption. Who are we going to go for? We pick off a Rotter. We don't have Mighty Blow on this hit, but it's better than nothing. Down they go. And who are we punching? I think we're going to line up for Deer to Pulga here because he's got the most skills. Yeah. If we're going for a block one, we may as well go for the one that's got guard and Mighty Blow. We do get a knockdown. This will be the last hit of the drive. No good. Roll a 6. Bit of a soft-fisted ending there. And the Sandune will run it in. Takes a little hop, skip, and into the end zone. It is 1-0. A full turnover for the Davinter Devils. They're in a winning position, as usual for these guys, it feels like. But the Nurgle get their KO back, and they'll have a bench, owing to the untimely demise of a big blocker. Once the drive had already been decided, RS4 Dorka, unfortunately, is departed. Although they will be back. They are back in the form of a Rotter. They're on the bench for now. And honestly, Amino will hopefully not want to see him until overtime, because if there's another drive that started, it's not looking good, because that means it's probably 2-0. So we're in the halftime breather now. Nurgle defending in force up front. And honestly, it's kind of... Sebstar has to be thinking about a 2-turn here. I would absolutely be thinking about a 2-turn. Because this is a reliable pickup. It is a 3+ handoff to a blitzer, but the big ones are movement 5. You could get a little sideline cage about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe here. And it's a slow team, but I suppose the Juggernaut Agi 2+ probably do enough. But anyway, this is a classic Nurgle setup. I've been watching. Oh, what's his name? He's friends with Gunnerside. He used to play Nurgle in Blood Bowl 2. Oh, I'm annoyed that I don't know. I've forgotten his name. Scandinavian guy. Played Nurgle. Always in Div 1. In G-Man. Someone help me out. I'm really upset that I forgot his name because I used to watch his streams. He had a plush setup. I can't remember what his name is though. It escapes me. But he always used to set up like this, where he'd also have a Beast of Nurgle, and you put the Beast of Nurgle in that square here, and you just go full beef on the line. On the ball is a thing, but it's gone straight to the dirty player. Fortunately for the team, he drops the ball and he can get onto fouling, which is his main job. Sean Man, Lumi, oh, you got him in 1. Yeah, I feel like for me this is always the Sean Man setup. When I started watching Rebbl. No, you got him. You got him. Well done. Yeah, those were the good old days, eh? It was fun. Showman would always have his Nurgle team in like top of Div 1, and there's like 8 people in chat. And Gunnerside would be doing his crazy high elf experiments, and I'd be always re-rolling. Oh, that's what I get for taking my eyes off the ball game. Excess has started the half with an injury. And there's more to come, surely. We get extra punches on the rosters, the sacrificial lambs on the LOS, and they are really getting sacrificed here. Thinking about a both down, because we want a foul target, I suppose. Or in fact, we want the square occupied by a piece that is pretty bad. We'd much rather have the Sure Hands Rotter in this space than like a guard block bloater. Provides a lot less options, and it makes this line of 4 guard a lot harder to get through. Because this is the downside of Nurgle, because you have to wait so long to get your skills. You only really get 2 or 3 guard pieces on the team, because redraft really starts hitting. Meanwhile, the Orcs can just roll with like 7 or 8 guard, and it makes it a very difficult matchup. 1 in 9 here, and we have Wrestle, which will do a thing. I need to stop using that. It will proc, and down goes Coke Guy. There's a double niggled blitzer on the floor for the Nurgle to foul if they really want it. And all I can say is the carrier is in range. In range of Shreem. He's Agi 2+, remember. So we have to have a nice solid cage and there's no foul. And it looks like we've left Linen Weight to their fate. And the front line as well. Look at how deep this cage is. They're terrified of Shreem. Sorry. And we're just gonna pick off excess. This gives a niggling injury, so if it breaks armor, if it doesn't break armor, but we're in the pocket for a nice, at least a 3 assist foul. And the most important thing is Amino should be setting up for a lot of punches next turn. There's a nice little cut off here. And indeed, we mark up on Linenway. We're going to try and take him down. Fell the Great Beast with the Norman Rotter. The Super Rotter, some may say. And we push him away. All 4 of them pushing together. They heave the troll back to the LOS. And follow up. He wants more. I respect that. Normally, it's just enough to... Oh, here we go. Stand up and foul. We wanted to mark this troll away. Ah, I rolled a 7. Tried our best to get through the armor of excess, but not quite enough. And the lack of a dirty player, Rotter's come in big. It's not a slight because the right thing to do is random general. And he's rolled a lot of random general skills. He just hasn't found his dirty player. Or if he has, he's died. So it's been a bit unfortunate for Amino. I need to turn off streaming mode. So ignore the... Sorry for the frames. How do I turn on streaming mode? I'll just close Discord. For now. Because no one's coming to join me in the booth, so... Right. I didn't know if you guys were hearing Discord pings in the stream, which is not what I want. Bang! Linaway comes right back. That's what you get for following up. You have the audacity to challenge the troll. And you go down. And that's another removal. Now it's 11v9. And Tackle will once again proc. So the 2 dodge pieces for Nurgle are getting rolled out here. These are doubles. These are hand-picked doubles. It's like 80k worth of team value. And it's just not done a single thing. And that was another Mighty Blow shot on the Supercoat. Survives this one, no worries though. And he's on the floor, so the cage will probably lighten up a bit. Because, I mean, this is like we're playing against Wood Elves or something. Jesus, I mean, it's a bit rough. Unfortunately, I think Amino went for... He was too scared of like committing all the warriors or all the bloaters when he had a bit of a disadvantage from where the rotters were positioned on the LOS. So we kind of just like put them out here to try and force them into a little box. But the problem is the orcs have enough guards just to go through. And the Amino strategy relied on the rotters staying on the pitch. And unfortunately for him, they haven't. Feels like a bit of a gamble is the thing, is what I'm trying to say. Especially the rookie being out here feels like a gamble because he's just not going to do much now for the drive. Unless he stands here and they like pick off, they might be trying to pick off line orcs because they're easy downs. Oh, we got some sort of chain push line. And we're going to force the guard onto the claw. This is a nice line here. It's a good look. Gets us an extra claw mighty blow here from maybe. There we go. So Zeb's like getting a little bit excited in the bloodlust here of the fight. And gives up a power onto Sebstar. This is the big Black Orc taking a claw hit. Oh, and he's head injury. Oh no. Is that a strength bust? Oh, it's an agility bust. I thought it said head injury. It's neck injury. He'll probably... Now you have to, this is a real choice because it's a really important piece. But it is a... Yeah, he sits on the perm. There's just been no bad... There's been like 1 badly hurt. And I think it was on Bomber Dribble Snot. So Sevstar wants to save his Apo for the badly hurt or the KO, and he's just tanking positional removals. That's 3 big ones out. And meanwhile, this is all rotters. But it doesn't matter. So there won't be overtime because Amino can't... This isn't enough for Amino. He has to turn the ball over and score. So it's not enough to just win the attrition battle because we're 1-0 down on the opponent's drive. And this is part of why the cage is so deep and we're sacrificing players. Because that's all we need to do to win. Sevstar might be thinking about the semi-final now. And that's why it's a bit rough, because these are nice pieces to lose for the semi-final. It'll cut his team value down quite a bit. And that's another break. Just a stun this time. And Linenwaite's going to get his shot on Dieter here. And it's all action. I really appreciate the quick game. I thought it was head injury. I believe it's actually a neck injury. That looks like the neck injury one. Not sure though. I can't. Let me pin it. Yeah, it's a neck injury. I've seen that enough on my troll slayers. I don't know why. I bit dyslexic there, I guess. I don't know. Oh, we got a sneaky get foul. Take our chances on Dieter. But that's now another one to remove, because he's not going anywhere, chat. But at the same time, Sevslav wouldn't mind that. Yeah, spend a turn blitzing a goblin while I sit here in my cage. And we dodge off, and we do dodge off. These three processes are going to really start hurting the mental for Amino. Because it's just another turn we have to spend grinding through to try and get the ball down. But while Shireen is on the pitch, there is hope. Because he can swipe any ball and get out of dodge. We have the backup safety excess here to try and save the 1-0 if disaster strikes. But I'm not seeing a big chain push. We can exploit the goblin maybe, but it's not ideal. So we're going to push him into the pocket. Okay. I think we stay here, yeah. No break. That's a frustrating one. And time ticks away. Goblin survives. There's no foul. Unless we want to come in with the rotter with wrestle, and I don't think we do. And Linenwaite holding the corner. There's two bloaters on him now. He's got some support from Coke Guy. But it's a scary troll activation. That's what Amino's banking on. He's saying you don't want to click on this troll, because the one would force the cage to move at least. And we've got a killer goat here. But I don't know if it's that scary. I think these two need to invert. I think the bloater needs to come wider, because because Sevstar can now just say, all right, fine, bet I'll stay here, try and kill this rotter, which is pretty free, and try and open the edge and just sidestep a little bit and take another turn. Oh, we activate the troll and he rolls a 1. Oh no, he went for the vomit and he rolled a 1 on the vomit. That's what he rolled a 1 on. Does he down himself on this? He does. Oh no, was that a misclick? What were we trying to vomit on there? Oh dear. It doesn't turn over, but he's made a mess of that. I guess we were going after the blodger for trying to get lucky. Which makes sense. I think that must mean that Seb was planning on moving the cage anyway. Which is probably the smart thing to do. It's like, well, I may as well try and knock this piece down. And yeah, we'll just step back a little bit. Slide to the right. Maybe even a little crisscross. And yep, another turn gone. Troll going down is a good turn up though. Troll going down. We will get a 2-die hit with tackle onto Marcus anyway, because of Destruction Darb come in and stand here, I suspect. And there's just not enough beef for a Nurgle team. That feels very strange to say, but it just shows how strong Orcs are in this format. Yeah, Destruction Darb slams in Coke Guy versus the big dog and gets him again. Marcus goes down for a lot of time. Oh, I thought he'd clicked the wrong thing for a second there. But we do take the stumbles, proc our tackle. And it's another shot. This guy does have a niggling injury. But no pressure this time. It's only a 5. And the goblin should stay down. Oh, he's going to dodge. But there's a tackle piece there. We have to reroll because it's... Oh, wow. Sneaky Git saves him. Don't know about this. It's given us a chain push to get the big bloater to blitz open this cage corner now. It's getting scary. I don't know about that foul. I might have just kept the goblin on the floor to avoid this cube getting filled in and then pushed through. I mean, it was an appetizing foul, has to be said. Anyway, he's taking the risk, Sevstar, and we'll see how badly he'll be punished for it. We make it 3 dice. We didn't need it. We got the power in 2, but it never hurts to be certain. And yeah, we're going to slowly shove him along the ground, and that's a badly hurt goblin. SVP galore. And we get up in the face. Linen will activate next turn, though. He'll be able to stand up and provide an assist, so you can't see Pulga standing up for long, and we are going to come in on the cage now. Oh, and this is the one time we wanted a POW. And yeah, we don't get it. Oh, we do get a knockdown. We have to be happy with that, but it's no break. You rolled a 7. Old Claw MB stacking breaks there, but the nerf is big. Keeps coach wheel unbroken, and that makes it hard. And yeah, we're going to start committing. In comes the wrap. Are we going to go stand here with 2 rushes now on Shaka Z? Try and mark everything. And Shreem's coming in to stand there with Blodge. There's a tackle piece here, but we take a rush to... Oh, this doesn't look... It looks solvable. Even though he's in a lot of trouble. He's in a whole heap of trouble. There's no stand firm, so that frees up one of these 2 to stand in this square, and that's where the problems really start. Because as soon as this guy gets hit with tackle and possibly broken, I think he already has a 2 die. Potentially, can we go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that cancels 2 assists. It's getting worrying. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, I think he wraps around here. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go. Is this enough? 1, 2, 1, 2. This guy does not have guard. I don't know if at this movement I might have just gone like this and wrapped around the back. Because then we get to punch down onto Shireen with tackle, and then we can just run the ball a bit further back, maybe? We'll see. Sebstar's having a think. He's got 4 minutes in the bank. And we're going to blitz like this. Okay, what's he spotted here? We found a cheeky 6 with Phage. Well, I think with what we're saving for there, he's got 10 SVP on a line, on a rookie blitzer. What are we saving for? Is this a stat up? Either way. Down goes Ugbar. Now, step 2, I imagine, is going to do this. So it does solve. This was the problem with that pivotal block on Coach Wheel. Not finding a 5+ on 4 tries. It means that this guy's not on the ball. And what a difference that makes. It's so much easier. Push off the... Oh, he pushes there. With guard, so we're going to block with the ball? Yeah. We block with the thrower to try and clear him out. Is it enough? That is the big question that Sebstar's asking himself. Is this enough to keep me safe? Because this guy is surrounded. We forced him onto... It's not a bad line. We have forced him onto Coat Guy. But it's only a 1 die. I think he might just take this. Yeah. We get a bit unlucky. But we do... Either way, a push is good enough because we get him all the way out of the situation. And I suspect we follow this. No, we might stay to hold up Volha. Yeah, we do. But it is a wrestle rotter. And we can't fill this square if we're Nurgle. Oh, we can actually. Okay. So I think... Oh, no, we can block here. Okay, there's options. There's a lot of options. Marcus can block chain push. Oh, yeah, he can block chain push. I think you need to stand him here. Oh, that works as well. That works perfectly too. It stops the wrestle hit. But it's a really interesting spot. We straight up block. We just want to see what this is. We push the guard back. We put our guard in, and then we're going to run in with the rookie. Or no, we'll probably run. Do we run in with the ball carrier because he's got block? But we really want to save him for the pickup, so we might just send it in with the rookie. And it is still 2 dice. Yeah, we send it in. Here comes Anton's time to shine. He doesn't get it. And he does re-roll, and we find the 6. The ball goes down, but it's probably going to be a good scatter for the Orcs. Follow it up. And that might be enough. There's a lot to run through now. There is a lot to run through. It's going to... Oh, and that's the dub skull. Oh, it's the worst possible time for a dub skull. And pushes actually make it a harder position. Oh, no, Aimer, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We run around. Do what we can. We're gonna... Okay, no, it is a chain push. Wow, it's not a strong chain push because... Yeah, we're gonna run now. Okay. We're not picking up this turn. We've just... The dice have dictated the pickup line was not on. We're just going to try and get 2 pieces on the ball, not scatter it. Do we have a rescatter? Probably is the answer. We probably have a rescatter. It will depend on this 2+ dodge. If we want to 2+ dodge. But at the moment... Oh, Coach Not a Wheel is in a good spot. But we have a guaranteed 2 die hit here. We can stand Linen up, take it with a blitzer, and then free up this guy. We make a 2+ dodge on the 2+ killer. We make another one. This is heroic. I think we need a rush. Or is he fine like that? He's fine like that. We don't want to risk it. And we take our 2+, 2 dice even. I'm losing my words. It's a very intense second half. And we get this guy out the way. We free up a bloater for next turn. And ooh. Ooh, it's close. Amino's given everything for this turn. The last 2 turns, really. He's out of rerolls. Everything is committed. And Sebstar's just trying to get a push on the ball, and I don't think it's there. It's a nice position from the Nurgle team. I just don't think he can get it. Well, actually, can he, though? No, this has guard. It would be a 1 die. It's a 1 die with the dirty player, potentially. Or we go with excess. I suspect we will actually go with excess. To try and fish for a knockdown on the rookie. And then we can walk in for a 2 dice block, 2 dice blitz on the wrestle and then scatter. But first off, we're going to try and clear up the bottom half situation. To try and guarantee the availability. Yeah, we guarantee Coat Guy. We say you now have to mark this piece with one of your free bloater, otherwise he'll come in. And he's also there to pick up these guys. Man, Amino will be praying for foul appearance right now. He'll be desperate to see it proc. Because it would be so brutal. It would be a good reroll burn. We get rid, so we are going to get our hit to scatter. And then if we're Orcs, we're hoping it comes over here. If we're Nurgle, we're hoping it comes over here. It'll be almost a coin flip because I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I think these 4 are probably good scatters for the Nurgle. We're coming over the top. Oh, we're going to try and clear it out and then pick up. Okay, we go the other way around. We get rid of one of the tackle zones. We actually stun it out. And now we just pick up on a 4. Camry Blood Bowl. It works until it doesn't, and it doesn't work. But the stun is nice. The stun makes this dodge very difficult. And the stun might have won him the game, actually. Because it's turn 14 now. We're marked by tackle with no reroll. And Amino's acting very quick. Fishing for removals. Want some morale boost. Gets a KO. There's been a red this game. It's been all red, but we do get a knockout. And that one's actually probably not worth appoing. He's thinking about it, chat. Can he win it here? I think that's correct, because I don't think these guys... Well, it might not be correct. I think they can move right next to it anyway. Right. We don't get our little cube. We're going to just Juggernauts. No, we're not going to Juggernaut. We're going to knock one tackle zone off like we did earlier. And do we pick up? It's a really tough call. Well, not that tough, actually. We can go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can stand here with the ball on a string of 2+s. In fact, we probably have to take this... Oh, this is a scary 1 in 9 is the thing. We pick up on the... Oh, he's actually 2+ as well. He just strolls in. He says, okay, you've marked me with tackle, but I'm not... I've got 2 of the actually 2+ goats. I got 2 of them. And now it's a real block for your life situation. Could be a huge red die uphill onto Linenway. No, we walk away here. Oh, a huge dodge from the Rotter. That takes an assist out. And we end turn. We're happy with the situation there. It's now Sebstar's turn to roll 3+s. So he tried to play some Khemri Blood Bowl, but that was reminiscent of Harring's old Khemri and the fact they just couldn't pick it up. And Linenwait's taken... No, not Linen. Keep obsessed with Linen. Everyone's taking advantage. Okay, here comes the big dodge. We get it. And that's 1 reroll down to get in front. We're going to need another one. And it's the Blood Bowl Classic. A whole season and 14 turns, and we're rolling 3+ dodges to save the day. Very relatable to the common player. Because it's all going to depend. Can XS peel off on this dodge? Will he get tripped? He comes through with a 2-die block. And that's Boxcars. Down goes the ball. This is Mighty Blow punching. Bursh. And it's a stun, more importantly. So he's out. He's out for the game. Our Super Goat is in range, though. And it's going to have to be a huge dodge from Sandune. If Sandune picks up, the streets will say the game is over. We'd be banking on this going into a... Actually, no, we can push clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if he's seen that. Excess covers off. The guard is going to make it difficult. Should the pickup work? We do have a reroll for this dodge, so it's 90% to get out here. And then another 90%. So most of the time, the ball will be stood here. Next to his guard. In fact, they'll screen. Yep, he'll screen, stand here, and the game will be almost done and dusted. Excellent. 2 turns to work with, and that is the last reroll. He won in 9s. Oh, Sandune, you've had a nightmare, mate. 2 critical failures from Sandune. And Amino has life in the game. Just about. Really just about. And this is far enough. He won't want to go with Chakizat because he's scared of rushes. Surely he's scared of rushes at this point. Especially now with that push. You can only go in there. You can only get in the area. You can't threaten anything here. You can't take a rush. Yeah, you have to just stand there and hope for the best. No knockdown here on the rookie. Makes the approach a bit harder. Do we even block? I think we have to take the blitz. I think we do have to take a blitz. The situation down here, if anyone's not been paying attention, I haven't been paying attention, is these guys have been locked up by the 2 floaters. Oh, we get in our own way a little bit, but it's not disastrous. I wanted to jump over there to save a movement. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go for this guy. We power him. Fishing for breaks here. Oh, we get a break! Listen! Oh, it's just a straight up break of armor 9. No mighty blow, no problem. And we pick up. And we pick it up. But it's wide open. And yeah, it's wide open. Chakizat couldn't get across. So we can just... It's more 3+ dodges. No rerolls left. This is classic Blood Bowl. Troll goes stupid. He's had enough. He's to the 10. You can't take the tension. Next his last turn and he fails the dodge. We're going to overtime with no rerolls. This is going to be a great game of Blood Bowl. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So many casualties for the Orcs. Maybe Sevstars run out of road. They run in. It's 1-1 on the last turn, and we will go to overtime. A huge coin toss coming up here, and it is a banger of a game, chat. Everyone thought the Goblin game was going to be the banger, but this is the one. The Nurgle v Orcs. Maybe a bit light on death. Only the one death. Anyway, oh, Sebstar wins the toss. Critical toss win, and he gets it. So he will receive. But he's not got that much left, has he, chat? Look at this bench. Bomber's injured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red icons there, and a knockout that stayed out. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces, and only one big one. Meanwhile, they've cleared out the rotters, but there's more rotters. RS Vodorka takes the field, this time for the Nurgle. We'll see if he has better fortune there, because he did not have very good fortune on the Orc team this time. And we back away. We're not doing the Sean Man setup. We're setting up nice and deep. We don't want to get run past. I'm a bit surprised at the LOS being rotters. I'm putting Anton on the LOS here because I value the movement 5 wrestle rotter quite a lot in this setup. He's going to think about it because it's 10v8. We're going to keep the super goats safe. We've got 3 banging goats here. They've survived the game. Took a knockout and a couple of punches. This guy's been in the wars as well. But he takes... yeah, Lumi, he took a flex dodge. I saw that as well. Alright. This is a quick drinks break for me. I'm starting to lose my voice. Alright, we're going down one side. Looks like Linenway is going to occupy the LOS, and we're going to try and 2-turn the Nurgle. It's fair dues. We yeet. Oh, it's a really good kick. If you're a Nurgle fan, it's a great kick. On the ball will mitigate the worst of it, but the fact remains he's probably going to have to throw. And Sandoon is allergic to this ball. So this episode, I remember, does have to score. If the game ends 1-1 before kicks, the game will be admin as per the Rebbl rule set, and the Nurgle will win. To mitigate the advantage of winning the toss in overtime. If you win the toss and attack, you gotta win. You gotta score. Because you got the advantage. Even if Sebstar doesn't feel like he's at an advantage right now. But yeah, here comes the play. Imagine, we haven't seen much foul appearance, have we? Have we, chat? I can't remember it procking once. Maybe it has proc once. Maybe when the troll, I think maybe the troll tried to vomit and it procced. No, that's not true. The troll failed the vomit roll, not the foul appearance roll. But we're thinking about it. We got a scoring threat. A real scoring threat. He's well close. And it's going to be a Sandoon pass. If we've blitzed. This is the guy who's going to catch the ball. He's going to stand. I want to say stand here. Or maybe here. Okay, we disregard the agility 2+. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to disregard it because we're only movement 6. And now Sandoon has to throw an incredible ball downfield. It's fair weather. He can stand here and lob. There's no intercept threat. It's just a long old pass. Hey, Marin. Yeah, exactly. Foul appearance should probably add to the vomit roll. Oh, that'd be so. They need to add that. That should be in a errata. That foul appearance adds +1 to the vomit check for the troll. I think it's an armor check, right? No, it's not. The problem with the vomit, I think, is it's a straight up 2+ to even fire. Let's just look at it. Yeah, like it's a 2+ to cover target. It should add 1 to the armor roll. Maybe, I don't know. Fishing for something here. Okay. We don't throw the pass. We don't immediately threaten the score in case the pass goes wrong. I'm going to save it and get a bit closer. The Nurgle will have no sacking threat. It's all good. And this instant blitz results in a push. And now that is worrying. Do we have enough to come across? Because it is marked. We'll have to stand in Sharim there. Maybe here. But it's dicey. If we catch the ball, it's anyone's game. Oh, we get a 1-die power on Linenway. He had one job. And we follow it up again. And the Rotters can now flood into the backfield off the edge. But can they? I'd have one here. I'd really have one here just to make the throw a bit more difficult. He's thinking about rushing maybe. But as it stands, something has to change because at the moment it's a bit too easy. It's a bit too doable. Yeah, this Rotter gets in the line to the ball. Oh, we failed the rush. We don't move the Super Goat. Oh, there's no safety. That Sebstar will have to go now. He will have to go. He won't get a better turn to go and throw this pass now. We get a break on a goat. It's a huge one. And we can score on some 2+s. Should Sandune get in gear and make the pass. Oh, but it's hard though. It's hard because of the catch. Right? Disturbing presence is catch affected. The good news is there's only one bloater in range. Because we're on the direct sideline. But it would still be a 4-up, assuming the pass is accurate. Linen just stands up. Fair play to the lad. We're having a think. It's tough. No, I wasn't talking from a numbers point of view, Tisa. I was talking about a flavour. I mean, not the flavour of the bomb, but you know what I mean? It would fit. It would fit the Blood Bowl zaniness. But forget about that. This is a really close ending. Sandy can stand here. Here we go. Here comes the throw. He's getting into no range. He passes Animosity, and it's an inaccurate pass. He will re-roll it, and he fails. Straight up fails it. He fumbles right in front of the Rotter. Oh, and the Sand Dune has cost Sebstar a run here. Failed the pickup, failed the dodge, and he's failed the pass. It's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. Someone I don't think he's even in Discord anymore to be added, but Jesus Christ, it's an absolute disaster for the Big O. They'll be waking up to some bad news over there, down under. Because their man's in trouble. The Dutchman is in all sorts of trouble. We are going to knock down this time, and there's a nice old hole for the RT2+ to walk through. We might even ignore it. I think we're going to ignore it and go with the Super Goat. Yeah. Super Goat's going to get involved. Yeah, away he goes. Doesn't snake there. Doesn't snake there. Showing the Orcs how it's done. Showing Sand Dune how it's done, more importantly. And it's rough. It is really rough for the Orcs now. Or a cheeky pow on from Anton the rookie. He's been inspired. And down goes Coat Guy. And a Rotter gets in the line. He can't walk through now. It's a lot of dodges. So these guys are really isolated. He lets this block sit. And he says, come on, Sandune, you need to redeem yourself. Find a 6. Because if you don't find a 6, it is over. Not even a Morka could save you. So we go for damage. Wanted to try and send a message. We got a 6, but Marcus stays in the game. And there's not a lot left. It's just Line Orcs. Line Orcs and a Troll and a bad thrower, a couple of blitzers. But they've got a line of Nurgle to get back through. think Sevstar's probably just coming to terms with the loss, where he sends in the forlorn hope that his Sandoon onto a straight up 6-up check. Onto Shireen. That's Linen Rape. It makes a hero dodge double GFI for a 2-die, but I can't see that one happening. I say this, he can take a 3+ here with safety. I think he should probably take. He's probably gonna have to take this to get an extra chance at a 6. I think that's the smart thing to do. Oh, I tell a lie. He's declared blitz on Code Guy, and he's gonna roll 5-3. Oh, he tried a jump over. A straight 5 check on a jump over. Well spotted, but no good. And yikes. I think that was the right line as well. A straight up 5 check compared to a straight up 6 check. It might have been the one. But yeah, he gets a 6 at the wrong time. You rolled a 6 on the file appearance. And we'll push back Sandoon. He can only watch. He can only watch as his third and last mistake walks off into the distance. I'd be shocked if he survives the fans after this one. Absolutely shocked. The Nurgle aren't touching him. They know what he's in for. Gonna be savaged worse than a footballer in England lost. They miss a penalty. And we're taking off for fun blocks now. Walter's going for guard for the semi. Doesn't get a break. And we sit. And that might be all they wrote. Linen? Can't quite get there. Imagine if he could though. Might be the only option. Blitz free the troll, send him downfield with 2 rushes. It's going to be hard to remove. Oh, it is actually, I say that, it'll be a 2 dice from the Juggernaut. But we're getting into half chances and Hail Marys. And you do tend to see this in playoffs when the game is done, statistically likely to be done, but the losing coach just can't let it go. And how could you? Like, it's been a long season, like a 3-month season, maybe even multiple seasons if you're playing a team like Nurgle. So like, this is, for a lot of coaches, this is like the culmination of about a year's worth of hobby work. So it is very hard. You know, you want to eke it out. I don't blame them for it, you know. Try and savor the limelight as long as you can. And by limelight, I mean like a 10 viewer Twitch stream. But you know what I'm trying to say. Oh. I suspect Seb starts typing out GGs and having a chat. I want to see the Linen Weight heroic run. I want to see it. I believe in it. You can even get a few bits. Oh, Sandoon fails another dice roll. And it has kind of summed up the game, chat. There's the Sandoon Orc failing the dice roll. After the rest of the Orcs literally gave their lives to put him in a position to win. And Sebstar will feel gutted. He was 1-0 up after the Nurgle drive. And managed to lose the position. But Amon, he just can't be denied. He got the Rotters in the way. Oh, Dub Skull with no reroll. That's a bit scary, but it is effectively over because 1-1 is a Nurgle win. And there's now no Orcs even close. Yeah, it's a... Hey, Kindred. Oh, I didn't see you there, dude. I should have said hi earlier. Yeah, no, it's been a really fun game. You should check the regulation was really good. It was really dramatic, and I think we're kind of in the epilogue at the moment, so it's calmed down a bit. Sandoon finally passes something. He knocks down a Rotter to make himself feel better. Congrats, bro. He'll stand next to the claw mighty blow tackle. That kind of tells you that Sevstar has had enough of this player. And I hope he rerolls to something a little bit less try hard. We're gonna, oh, good old fashioned spite foul and foul appearance. It only took 21 turns. I'm starting to lose my voice. I can feel it getting scratchy. Oh, here he comes. He's away. Those are the sixes he needed earlier. And he's marking. And he's marked this guy. Yeah, it's on. Troll sack. Sand dune pick up. Long bomb. Foul appearance. Procs again. Finally. They're like London buses. Two at the same time. But no, Amanote's had enough. It's all over. 2-1. Amanote goes through. And Sevstar bows out, the two-time champ. He's got to let someone else have a trophy. He'll be out in the quarterfinals. And the Divinter Devils can go back safely to the Big O Premier Division, where they can torment the division once more. And the rest of us don't have to see them again for another 3 or 4 months. But it's such a good orc team. They've taken some damage, but the guts of the team are still there. He might fire Sand Dune on principle and start building another throw, or maybe he might turn... I think he's fishing for movement up on Phage Forge ahead, and then he's going to turn him into the ball carrier and get rid of Sand Dune. And I can get behind that decision. He's played terribly this game. The coaches has now passed turns until the end. The game is now over because we do play to a golden goal. So I'm hoping we just see a few past turns so I don't lose my voice before work tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. Fortunately, Sevstar still has his bribe. I think he took that off. I swear he had... Hang on, we can look at this up. Okay. Teams, weather, kickoff event, changes to pitch, star. I could have sworn he took biased ref plus bomber. Play doctor, bugman, cheerleader, IFO, mortuary assistant. It's not here. Brilliant coaching, weather, teams. I'll see it there. Okay, whatever. G-Man through to the next round is always a good sign. Exactly, Arctic. It's a big G-Man team goes through. Unfortunately, G-Man Fresh has been cut down. Cut down pretty low. I don't think there's many G-Man Fresh teams left, but Amon's still there. For us, I don't know who are the other G-Man reps. There's not many left. There was a real gutting of them in round 1. We're gonna wind up and toss, and that should be it. I think, yeah, but they should be passing turn. And a blitz. Do both coaches know the etiquette? Yes. We did have some problems earlier in the playoffs where coaches would start throwing blocks for SPP when the game is technically over, and it was getting a bit, you know, a bit rough. I'm in no... I assume it's typing GG. Imagine he saves like his 7-minute time bank just to troll me. Has like a 12-minute turn on turn 24. Yeah, rough game. Rough game for Sev. Rough game for the Big O. That is it. We will have a look at the MVPs. I have no doubt Sevstar will be desperate to give his side of the story. I don't have enough Spanish, unfortunately, to interview Ameno. It would be a bit embarrassing and difficult, but all of us... okay. Close your eyes, actually, don't close your eyes, chat. I will do it properly and get rid of the game so you don't see the goblin score. Where's game capture 1? That does it. Right. I will quickly go to competition, schedule. Yeah, because all the games have been played. but we're in the spoiler window, I think, for all of them, so you're not gonna see this screen. Let me get to this screen and turn it back on like a good streamer. Yeah, there we go. Right, roster MVP, excess MVP. Have a look at some stats, some SP. Let's look at the SPP. Stream with another 6 for 2 touchdowns. The killer gets 2. Look at how much SPP this guy can't get any more levels. He's 50 SPP over legend. Rotter MVP. Bloater gets 2. Rookie Bloater gets 2, so he's in MVP range. And the level 6 Bloater strikes up one more on the board. Sevstar in chat. Did not go as planned. That is true. I will say you did have a lot of outs for Sandoon to win you the game, and he just failed every single one. It was a bit rough. I think the only thing I would have done differently, I wouldn't have tried for the 4+ pickup. I think there was a world where you could make it 3+ pickup. I'd have to look at it again. But that's what struck in my head. But otherwise, it was a really well played game. It was really fun to watch in the cast because there was all that stuff going on. I felt a bit bad. The long bomb when Amino didn't cover off with the super goat, and the pass could have worked. Oh man, there were so many half chances for you to get back into it as well, and the dice said no. But anyway, commiserations, bro. Well played. It was a great one to commentate on, and I think everyone had fun watching it as well. So that's the main thing. And are you gonna keep the boys? Are you gonna go again? Are you tempted for the reroll to Corn maybe? Maybe go Nurgle yourself. And I don't know. I saw the post saying they're encouraging you to reroll, and I'm tempted to go Nurgle myself now because I think it's like a properly hard team to play. Half the team is dead. Is it? You lost one dead. Took a Agi bust on like a big one. Let's look at the team, shall we? Okay, so this isn't updated, sadly. So the only one we lost, oh no, we did. This is updated, is it? Yeah, it is. So this is the team as it stands. G-Man stands. Amino, hello, congratulations. You've done your job. You've gotten the orcs out of the postseason. Well, you've taken all the orcs you can out. And congrats, dude. I love watching you play. I love watching a Nurgle team. A high T value Nurgle team. It's so much fun to watch. It's giving me a load of nostalgia to Blood Bowl 2. And it's a bit fairer as well. But yeah, congrats on the win. I bet you must have been terrified when you were 1-0 down on your drive. You must have been so scared. It's rough. But yeah, I think with a temp retire, you can get away with it, Seb. But yeah, congrats, Amino. I can't unfortunately, guys, I can't show. I'm scared to show the bracket because I think some of the games are still within spoiler window, so I won't do the preview of the semi-finals yet because I for one haven't seen the Goblin game. Well played to both coaches. And I'm just gonna say, Amino, I'm really, after watching you play that game, I'm really tempted to reroll to Nurgle myself because it looks like a really cool team to play. I want to play Nurgle again. But the problem is, right, if I do that, I'll have 2 games of Greenhorn and then I'm straight in. So I'll have to content myself with losing for a bit. But, anyway, bang a game. Good job, everybody. Well played. I will call it there, guys, because I am actually losing my voice a little bit. There's a lot of talking, for the best possible reasons. But that will be all from me. I hope